my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners. The Roadrunners will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UNLV's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So UTSA's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Off he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, UTSA.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Safe completion on the screen. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Pulls it in at the 25. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They're working that left side. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Makes his connection. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Roadrunners trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got a man. It's Green. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. The play action fake. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Roadrunners. How about that D coming up with a play like that? How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's McDaniel. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The option look. Now the toss. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense selling out to stop it on third and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. Third and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and show out his speed.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. And the Rebels brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. The run from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back home. Or go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best options?
He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's McDaniel. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage and read drags across the field. You can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The aerial assault continues. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rebels are rolling down the field. looking to pass inside the red zone. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's his second sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 28 to West Virginia. We promise to keep you posted on what...
He's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Gets it out fast. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTSA. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the spec. Being special.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. But we're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the back over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Stands in and takes the hit. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's McGee. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the offense. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He looks that one in nicely. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a 1st down before going out of bounds. And the Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
UTSA 38, UNLV 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside. It's McDaniel. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Now the pitch. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNLV. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He tries to take the top off, and he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UTSA! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's McGee. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Coming after it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They'll send out the kicker here.